we're really all about here on Local on 2. We are kicking things off with a star and another woman who is giving up their time to put kids first. Now, it's a topic that's tough to discuss, but necessary in order to create change. That Davis House Child Advocacy Center is a nonprofit dedicated to providing a safe and supportive environment for child abuse victims.
That's right, very, very important work. And there's no way, and there is a way that you can actually support this group. The 17th annual Button Ball is happening next Saturday. Please welcome our friends Alex Blue and Tuesday. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so we need to start out, for those who might not know, we need to know the why behind this event. Please share more about the Davis House.
Okay. So the Davis House is the local childhood advocacy center. The Button Ball is the annual fundraiser and the primary source of income supporting the services that are provided to children of childhood sexual abuse. The event is on August 26th at St. L here in Nashville. And that night we will be raising money to support the services that are needed for ongoing care. The services that the Davis House provide to the families are free. They'll always be free, no matter if the child comes in and sees our staff for a limited amount of time or if we're seeing them for 2 years. It's always a free service to the child and to the family. And we want to make sure that we have those services available for children of all communities and every cultural divisions.
So beautiful. And I do want to touch on those services. Forensic interviewing, trauma therapy, counseling, child and family advocacy, prevention, awareness, all very critical services. Very good.
Yes, last year the Davis House served 632 new children.
Wow.
That's 632 new children are two children that have alleged sexual abuse and have a story to tell. And the purpose of the Davis House is to only have them tell that story once.
Right.
Once they find the courage and the bravery to come forward and say, this is happening to me, we want that to be the last time they have to relive that experience. From that point on, we want to focus on their healing and their therapeutic services. As an organization, we collect that information and give that to the needed authorities or therapists so that they can then take that and create the care around the child that is needed.
The individual child.
And it is kind of a thing where they also realize that they're not alone. And one thing that you brought here today to share with us, can you tell us the story about the Button Bar Jar?
Yeah, this is the Button Ball Jar, thus the title and theme of our fundraiser, the Button Ball. When a child comes in to tell their story, they're given a button, and then they are asked to put it inside this jar, and they're informed that every button in this jar represents another child that has done the exact same thing that they've done. They've come in, they've been brave, they've told their story, they've met with all of these officials, and now it's time to focus on healing and moving forward. But what we want them to understand is that they're not alone, and seeing the numbers of the buttons is helpful in that. It's also a big part of what we're trying to do with branding the Button Ball this year in a bigger way, letting the community know that the Davis House is the organization. The Button Ball is branded the Button Ball because we're here for all of these children that you represented in this jar.
Absolutely. And now I want to move over to our friend Alex Blue. As you know, he's been on several times, but now in a different capacity. You are with the Button Ball because you are bringing a lighter air to this event.
Yeah, it's a tough topic. It really is. But when you're faced with the reality and the numbers and you start to learn about all these things, I don't know how you can turn a blind eye to it. I mean, it's the reality of where we live. Every county in Tennessee has sex trafficking. You know, the people that you know could be involved. There could be kids that you know that have been victims to this. So it's a tough topic, and when you come to a charity event like this, you think it's going to be a little somber. So we're going to try to celebrate the jobs that we're doing, the work that's being done, and trying to protect these kids and bring this problem to an end. So I'm there to do a little bit of an auctioneer job. If you like dumpster fires, this might be the thing for you to come watch. Could be terrible.
I'm sure you're going to do a great job. And this is the 17th year, which is really so what about this year makes it unique and special to both of you?
Well, there's a very talented musician, Bo Reinhardt. He used to be in a band called Need to Breathe. And so Bo's a very talented musician. I've followed his music for a long time. He's a great songwriter. And so I had the opportunity to talk to Bo a few months ago, and I had heard his single last year. And then he told me his story, and his song became way more. Because you could understand where he was in his mind when he was writing that song. The lyrics come alive. And he's going to be there playing a session with his band, and this resonates with his life.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a big deal. I'd love to bring more awareness to the situation, and just, if we can't fight for our kids, I think we're just failing as humans. They're the most vulnerable of all of us, and that's what we got to take care of.
1,000%. And back to Bo, he will be performing, and I find that so powerful coming from a victim himself.
100%.
And as you mentioned, that song, it has so much meaning. But when we come together as humans, we can really create change. Why are you part of this, Tuesday?
That's a really good question. I'm also friends with Bo. He and I work together, and I was, I guess, the liaison when he decided to tell his story of childhood sexual abuse last year. I introduced him to the Davis House because of my personal relationships there. But they were personal relationships. They weren't professional. I wasn't involved with the organization in depthly at that time. So going through the learning process with Bo, I realized how integrated the problem is in our community and how it affects those beyond the victim. It affects, obviously, the family of the victim. But there's new data that we have that shows that if this problem is reoccurring, it actually affects the victim in a much deeper level by changing their brain function, which can create depression and anxiety. And that type of genetic change can actually be forwarded to their children and the children of their children. And so when I learned that piece of the information, it hit me on a different level, because I have not experienced any sort of childhood abuse, but it is relevant in my family. And so it made me look at that in a different way. Like, how has that affected people that I'm most close with that I had no idea that they could potentially be impacted?
Well, you are doing great work for this community. Thank you so much,
Thank
both
you.
of you. You at home, you can still get tickets to the Button Ball to support this very, very worthy cause. Visit davishouseac.org for more information, and be sure to make a donation. Thank you.